do you think the players should get an extra year of eligibility, the spring athletes?
Without question. I mean, considering the dire circumstances that we're faced with, obviously nothing anybody could have predicted in the way the sports world has been ravaged because of all of this, just across the board, across the platform. How could you sit up there and say, I'm still going to hold the student athlete accountable? The eligibility that you had has evaporated. You're no longer eligible. A matter of fact, if you recall a couple of weeks ago when all of this went down and, I brought up the University of Dayton, for example. I mean, how could you predict the kind of year that they ended up having? I said, you know something? Let them come back next year, same squad, and try to do it again. That's the best thing that you could do for them. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I think the eligibility of the student athletes should absolutely, positively be extended, and I don't even think there's a debate on it personally.
Yeah, I want to hear what Jay Bilas, I want to see the way Jay Bilas talks about this and hear that. So all I can say is I can't believe this is a question. Naturally, we're hitting the pause button on a lot of stuff, and this is in no way unfair to anyone and seems quite the opposite. It seems to be the fair and right thing to do. I can't really imagine, Jay, what the objection is, but I'd love to hear your take on it.
Yeah, Max and Stephen A., I don't think there's an objection to the principle of allowing players to come back for another year of eligibility. I think everybody thinks it's the right thing to do. I think the question comes with how it's executed. One, there's going to have to be an easing of scholarship limits and roster limits. That's not too difficult. The other part of it that you're hearing from athletic directors is the cost of this, because it's basically an accounting issue. All of these costs are going to be booked in the athletic department. So additional scholarships, additional costs will be booked on the athletic department, but the university actually is the beneficiary of it. So it's probably a net gain overall for a university, because every scholarship dollar that's paid out of the athletic department goes to the university. So it's like the four of us moving money from our right pocket into our left pocket and then claiming that our right pocket is somehow bankrupt, but it's all in our left pocket. And most of these athletes in spring sports pay their own way, essentially, that there are such scholarship limits that are so restrictive that I think at baseball they've got like 11 scholarships for a 40-man roster, things like that. So that means a lot of these baseball players are paying their own way. So if they give another year of eligibility, it's just a question of finding them a seat in class. It's not a big deal as far as cost is concerned.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.